Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Zebron Ernest. I'm a teacher at Alimuntazir Islamic Seminary, Girls Wing. Welcome to the quick tutorial on how to find area and perimeter of a compound shape. So we have to begin with a simple question. What does a compound shape mean? So we say a compound shape is a shape that is made up of simple shapes. So we say a compound shape is a shape that is made up of simple shapes. When we say simple shapes, what do we mean? These simple shapes, we say, can be rectangles. These simple shapes can be rectangles, can be squares, can be trapezium, can be parallelogram, can be triangles, can be any shape that is well defined. So when we say a compound shape is a shape that is made up of simple shapes, like I have listed here, can be rectangles, can be squares, can be trapezium, can be parallelogram, can be triangles, can also be circles, or even semicircles. See that? It can be any shape, all right? And these are the few shapes that we have found their area, we have calculated the perimeters of those few shapes, okay? So this is what it means by a compound shape. Now, which method do we use when we want to work out the area of a compound shape? Now, if you are looking for the area of a compound shape, we have these three simple steps. Step number one is to divide the compound shape into simple shapes. Divide the compound shape into rectangles, into whatever convenient shape you want to do. Okay, so I will show you how do we divide the shape. And also, after dividing the shape, then work out the area of each shape. Work out the area of each simple shape separately. And lastly, add the area of each, try to add those areas of each simple shape or subtract the areas accordingly. So don't worry, I'm gonna take you through the areas we add and the areas we subtract. Now let me go quickly to the worked examples and the area and perimeter of a compound shape. Now let me start with, when do we subtract areas? When do we subtract areas? When do we subtract areas? We subtract areas in the questions of this nature. Work out the area of the shaded region. Work out the area of the shaded region. Now the shaded region you can see is this region here. This is a shaded region. So how do we find the area of the shaded region? Now we have few steps to follow. Step number one on how to find the area shaded is step number one. You need to find the area of the outside shape. You need to find area of outside shape. Area of outside shape. When I say the outside shape is this shape you see here. This is the outside shape. Now, what shape is that? The shape or the name of the outside shape is known as the rectangle. So you are supposed to find the area of the outside shape. Now let me try to shade this outside shape so that I can try to see if we are moving together. Now the outside shape which I'm talking about is that shape there. Can you see that? Now how do we find the area of that outside shape, the yellow color you see? Now, area of this outside shape is length times width. Why length times width? Because that shape is looking to be a rectangle. So area of the outside shape will be equal to area equals to length times width. Why length times width? Because it is a rectangle. So area of a rectangle equals to length times width. Now, can you tell me the length of this outside shape? Now, the length of this outside shape is 15 and the width is 10. So area equals to length, which is 15 centimeters, multiplied by the width, which is 10 centimeters. So to work out the area of the shaded shape, we have few steps to follow. Step number one is to find area of outside shape. And the outside shape here is looking to be a rectangle. And the rectangle uses the formula of length times width when you are looking for the area. Okay. Now, if you multiply that, you're going to get area equals to 15 centimeter and 10 centimeter. This makes 150 centimeter square. So that's the area of the outside shape. So step number one is to find the area of outside shape. Okay. Step number two. In order for us to get the area of the shaded region, we need to find the area of the inside shape. So step number two is find the area of inside shape. Inside shape. Now, what is the inside shape? Okay, let me remove this yellow color so that we can go back to the previous diagram. Now, this is the diagram which we have. And the question was work out the area of the shaded region. So step number one is to find the area of the outside shape, which I have showed you. Now you go to step number two, which is to find the area of inside shape. Now the inside shape, the shape which is located inside is this shape here. And also this shape to me looks to be again a rectangle. Okay. Let me try to shade this shape so that you can understand what I'm talking about. This is the shape which I'm talking about. That shape is the shape which we call it the inside shape. So we need to find the area of that inside shape. So area of the inside shape also will be same formula because it is a rectangle. So here we write area equals to length times width, but the length will be 6 and the width will be 5. So go ahead writing area equals to 6 centimeters times 5 centimeters, and this will give you 30 centimeter square, right? So this is the area of the inside shape. Okay, now after labeling the outside shape and the inside shape, after finding the area of the outside shape and after finding the area of the inside shape, now how do we get the area shaded? Now, to work out the area of the shaded region, what we do, you take the area of the outside shape minus the area of the inside shape. Okay? So to find area shaded, shaded area, according to this diagram, you take outside area minus inside area. Outside area minus inside area. Okay. Now, how do we do that? The outside area, we got it is 150 centimeters square, and the inside is 30. So shaded area will be equal to the outside, which we got 150 centimeters square, you minus the inside, which we got 30 centimeters square. So the area shaded, the region which is shaded, will be equal to 120 centimeters square. This is the shaded region. So the shaded region, according to that question, the shaded region equals to 120 centimeters square. Okay, check if my calculations are correct. 150, 130 is 120. Okay, so you can pause this video and try to take note of this question, which was asking to work out the area of the shaded region, which I found the area of the outside shape, and I found the area of the inside shape, and then I subtracted the two areas. So go ahead, copying all these notes onto your counter. Okay. Otherwise, let me move on. We still have the same question. Work out the area shaded. Work out the area shaded. Same instruction, which is here. We are using the same instruction, which is to find the area of the shaded region. We need to find the area of the shaded region. So we are moving with the same question, the same instruction, which is instruction number 1, to find the area shaded. Okay, so there we go. Let me copy that instruction and put it here. Okay, so this is the instruction. Work out the area of the shaded region. Okay. Now, do you remember what I said? To find the area of the shaded region. The shaded region you can see is this region outside here. Is this region. Can you see this region? This is the shaded region. Now, how do we find the area shaded? To find the area shaded, we have few steps to follow. Step number 1 is find the outside shape. So step number 1 is find what we call outside area. Outside area. Now, which shape will give us the outside area? The shape which will give us the outside area is this shape here. This is the shape which will give us the area of the outside. You see that? That shape. Now, what can you tell me the name? Can you tell the name of the outside area? Can you tell me the name of this shape? Okay. Let me try to shade. This is the outside shape I'm talking about. Okay. This is the shape which I'm talking about. Can you tell me the name of this shape? You can pause the video and tell me the name of this shape here. Okay. So if you know the name of this shape, the outside shape, then you can go ahead finding the area of the outside shape. Now, what is the name? Why should we know the name? Because we want to know the correct formula. We want to know the correct formula to use here. Okay. Now, you can pause this video and try to figure out what is the name of the shape you can see here. Right? But I guess you said the shape is a trapezium. Now, how do we find the area of a trapezium? So you go ahead writing area of a trapezium equals to a half times height times A plus B. What is this A? What is this B? The A is this side here, which is 11, and the B is that side, which is 17. So what is the area then? The area will be equal to 1/2 times the height. How high is this shape? Is it equal to 4 centimeters? How high is this shape? So the height of this shape is 8 centimeters. The height is 8 centimeters, which is shown here. That is the height of that shape. So this will be 1/2 times height, which is 8, times A plus B. A is 11 and B is 17. So when you add the two, what do we get? So the area of the outside, which is the trapezium, this will be 1/2 times 8. Board mass will work here. 11 plus 17, go ahead writing 28. Now, how do we get the answer? Simplify by 2, 1 by 2. This is 14. So area of the outside will be equal to 8 times 14. Now, what is 8 times 14? You can use a calculator to save time. but for the purpose of demonstration, let me do it vertically. This will be 32. 2 curl 3, this will be 8, that will be 11. So area will be equal to 112 centimeter square, because I'm looking for area. I'm looking for area of the outside shape. Okay. Now you can pause this video and slowly copy the notes. Step 1, outside shape. The outside side, the outside area is a trapezium, as you can see that. Okay. Now, how do we find? How do we move to step number 2? You remember step number 2? Step number 2, let me remove this and then see which shape do you see inside there. What is the name of the inside shape? The inside shape which I'm talking about is this shape here. Is this shape here. Can you see this shape? This shape is the one which I'm referring to as the inside shape. Now, can you pause this video and find out what is the name of the inside shape? So the name of the inside shape is what? Can you figure out? The inside shape is this one here. This is the inside shape I'm talking about. Now, what is the name of that inside shape? Okay. So I hope that you said a triangle. Okay. So what is the area of that inside shape? That will be our step number 2. That will be our step number 2. So step number two is find the area of inside shape. Now, what is that area? The inside shape, we agreed that it is a triangle. Now, for the area of a triangle, we do a half times base times height. That is the formula for the area. So this will be 1/2 times the base. Now we go back to the inside shape. Can you see the base? This is the base of the inside shape, and that is 12 and not 17. And how high? What is the height of that shape? The height of this shape, the inside part, is this number here. So is that number here, which is 4 centimeters. So go ahead writing half times the base is 12 and the height is 4. But all these are centimeters, all these are centimeters. Okay, let me try to check again. The base is 12 and the height is 4. Base is 12 and the height is 4. Okay, so I got it correct. Then let me go ahead simplifying by 2, 1, 2, 6. This 6 times 4, this is 24. Centimeter times centimeter, that is centimeter square. So this is the area. This is the area of the inside part. Now, remember the question. The question is to work out the area of the shaded region. Let me take out this, because this I was using this for demonstration purpose. Okay, I was using all that for demonstration purpose. So let me remove this so that you can see clearly the area which is shaded. Now, can you see the area shaded here? And that is the question. Work out the area of the shaded region. So the area of the shaded region will be, you take the area of the outside shape, which we got in step number 1, minus the area of the inside shape. So the area of the outside was 112 centimeters square, and the area of the inside is 24. So what is the area shaded? So area shaded will be equal to 112 centimeters square minus with 24 centimeter square. What that will be equal to? 112 do 112 minus 24 minus 24. Okay, so this will be 8. and this will be also 8. So the area shaded is 88. Okay, so I think I got it correct. So the area shaded will be 88 centimeters squared. That's the area shaded. Okay. Now you can pause this video and slightly, start taking notes of all this. Stop there, take the notes, and then stop here, take the notes, and finally finish with this part. Okay. Now let me see if I have got another question. Yeah, here we go. We are still talking about finding the area shaded. Can you see the area shaded? Can you see the area shaded? Work out the area of the shaded region. The area shaded is this part over here. This is the area shaded. Can you see this area? This is the area they want you to work out. Find the area shaded. Okay? Find the area shaded. Now, how do we find the area shaded? We have step number one. Step number one, find the area of the outside shape. So step number one is find outside area. Outside area. Find outside area. I mean, find the area of this shape which is outside this shape here. What is the area of this shape outside? Now, in order to understand it better, in order to see clearly what is that outside shape, let me try to shade it. You see, this is the area. This is the outside shape. This is the outside shape I'm talking about. Now, can you tell me the name of this shape, which is from the outside? Okay, I hope you say it's circle. So find outside area. Now, how do we get the outside area? Outside area, since it is a circle, outside area, you simply do pi r squared. What is this r standing for? R stands for the radius, meaning the distance from here to here. What is that radius? How much is this? How much is this radius? In order to do that, let me remove this. Can you see that your radius will be equal to 8? Can you see? Can you see that your radius will be equal to 8? Can you clearly see that? Because we have two radius. One is 6 and one is 8. Now, which radius are you going to use? Are you going to use 8 or are you going to use 6? Can you see? This is the shape I'm talking about. I'm finding the outside area. What is the outside area? That will be equal to pi r squared. But what is the radius I'm talking about? The radius I'm talking about is from here to here and not this radius. Okay, so the radius that I'm gonna go ahead using for the outside shape will be 8 centimeters. So area will be equal to the pi, which is 3.14, times the radius. Radius, I said 8 centimeters. Again, square, you need to multiply again 8 centimeters. Now, what do you think will be the area? Let me do that. 3.14 times 8 times 8. It will take a lot of time. Let me try to use a calculator first, if it's going to work here. So we have that part which we need to take use of the calculator. Okay, so you can go ahead, you can use your own calculator to calculate 3.14 times 8 times 8. You can go ahead using the calculator and tell me what is the answer. But otherwise, let me try to see if that's gonna work here. Okay, so let us go to the calculator. So the calculator is here. Now let's try to see if it's gonna work. We have 3.14 times 8 times 8. So you go ahead writing 3.14 times 8 times 8. Can you see that? 3.14 times 8 times 8. It is equal to, you are getting 200.96. So 200.96, that is the area of the outside shape. So you go ahead writing 200. Go ahead writing 200 point. We got 200.96. Okay, let me correct there. 200.96 centimeters square. Now this area is the area of the outside shape. Now the next step will be calculate the area of the inside part. Now the inside part, let me show you the inside part, is this one here, which is also looking to me as a circle. Can you see that? So I have to find the area of this circle. And in order to show it clearly, let me try to shade the area of the shape I'm talking about. So I'm talking about this shape here. So I have to find the area of that shape. And this area, we also need to find the area of this shape. We also need to know the radius because it is a circle. So what is the area of that circle? So here we write area of the inside part, area of inside part. So area of inside part will also be pi r square. Why pi r square? Because it is a circle. So what is pi? Pi is 3.14. And what is radius? Radius, you need to remove, let's try to remove that, and you're gonna see the radius. Can you pause the video and tell me? Of course, here you don't have to pause because we have used 8, so automatically we're gonna use 6 for that part. So this will be 6 centimeters square, means 6 times 6, okay? Now you can pause this video, try to use your calculator and go ahead multiplying that. But for the sake of demonstration, let me use the calculator over here. Okay, let me try to check again. All right, so we have a calculator there. So what I'm gonna do is work out that. We have to work out this part here. 3.14 times 6 times 6. So we have 3.14 multiplied by 6, multiplied by 6. 3.14 times 6 times 6. This will be equal to 113.04. So 113. So area will be equal to 113 point how much? 113.04. Okay, 0.04 centimeter square. But is this final answer? It's not final answer because the question here is to work out the area of the shaded region. Now, finally, you take the area of the outside shape minus the area of the inside shape. So here we write shaded area will be equal to 200.96 centimeters square minus with 113.04 centimeters square. If you minus those, what do you think you're gonna get? So you can pause this video and try to help me subtracting these two numbers. So help me subtract these two numbers. You're gonna get dash centimeter square. This will be your final answer because the question is to find the area shaded. Okay? So go ahead pausing this video, take the notes, and then we are good to go to the next part. Okay? So this is how we find the area of a compound shape, but specifically finding the area shaded. Okay? So I have how many questions? I mean, how many examples of working out the shaded area? I guess there are three. I guess these are more than enough. All right, now let me move to another part because I've used like 30 minutes for this. Now let me move to another part, which is now working out the area and the perimeter. So this will be the last part on working out the area and the perimeter. So I will be doing two things. What is the area? What is the area of this shape you see there? It's really compound. Do you remember what I said about a compound shape? A compound shape is any shape that contains more than other simple shapes. So can you see this shape? Can you see this shape? This shape here, maybe let me try to shade it so that you can understand what I'm talking about. The shape which we are supposed to find its area, at the same time its perimeter, is this shape here. See, let me try to shade it so that we can understand better the shape I'm talking about. The shape which we are supposed to find its area and hence its perimeter, this is the shape I'm talking about. This is the shape which I'm talking about. How do we find the area of this shape? Can you see this shape? If you get a shape like this and then they ask you, what is the area? What is the area of that shape? This shape is compound shape. The reason being, it contains other smaller shapes, which according to this diagram, it contains other small rectangles. Okay. Now, how do we get to know these rectangles? We get to know those rectangles after we divide the compound shape. Now, how do we divide the compound shape? How do we divide the compound shape? The compound shape is divided easily by drawing dotted lines. Now you can draw the dotted lines going from up to bottom. Can you see that? Divide that. Divide like that. So we'll be having this shape here. And also keep dividing. You divide it that way. Okay. Let me pick dotted lines. Perhaps they can be looking good. Okay. And then divide again like this. You need to divide this shape. Otherwise, it will be hard for us to get the area of that shape. So you need to divide this shape. And this is the way how we do that. Okay? This is the way how we divide the shape. Now, this shape which we have divided, is what we call the compound shape. Can you see that? Can you see clearly? So when you get a shape like this and they ask you, can you find the area? Can you find the area? You need to divide this shape vertically like this. And you label that this shape here will be labeled as A. This shape here will be labeled as B. This shape here will be labeled as C. So I have got how many shapes? I've got 3 shapes. I've got 3 other shapes. And I can show them here. The first shape is this one here. The first shape. Okay, this is the first shape. Let me show you what it means. The first shape is this shape here. The first shape. The second shape is this shape here. That is another shape. And the other shape which we'll be looking over there is finally this shape here. This shape here. See? So when you divide a compound shape, you get other small shapes. Okay? You need to get other small shapes. Okay? Now, this shape here is a rectangle. Can you see this? This shape here is a rectangle. how do we find the area of this shape here? This shape here is simply do length times width because it is a rectangle. And how do we find the area of this shape here? The area of this shape also will be length times width. See that? How about this shape here? It is also a rectangle. Can you see that? It's also a rectangle. How do you find the area of a rectangle? Length times width. Okay. Now, how do we find the area? How do we find the area of a compound shape? So step number one is to cut the shape, divide the shape. And go ahead labeling that this is shape A, B, and shape C. Okay. You've understood that? Good. Now, how do we calculate shape A? How do we calculate the area of shape A? To calculate the area of shape A is simple. To calculate the area of shape A is simple. Let me try to remove everything because the shape was like this. Okay, the shape was like this, and then I asked you. I tried to show you the way or what I'm trying to talk about. Okay, this is the shape which we had. Okay, now this shape, if you can check this shape clearly, this shape is already divided. This shape is already divided, so you are lucky. But in some other questions, they don't divide the shape for you. You need to divide the shape yourself. Okay, now after dividing the shape, then let us go ahead finding the area of each shape. The area of each shape you see there, the area of each shape. Okay. Now let me start with area A. Let me start with area A. Now area A is simply a rectangle. So I'm gonna take the formula of the rectangle, which is length times width, and put it there. So area A will be equal to the length. Let me try to area A. For those who have just forgotten where is area A. This is area A. This is the area A I'm talking about. So that is a rectangle. So what is the length? The length of that area A is 11 times 5. So 11 centimeter, which is going to be multiplied by the width. So the width is 5 centimeters. Now what is 11 times 5? This is 55 centimeter square. That is your area A. So area A is done. So area A is 55 centimeters square. How about area B? Now what is that area B? Let me try to show you. Area B is this portion here. Area B is this portion here. Can you see that? That is area B. Now, with this area B, you need to be careful. You need to be very careful because this area B, can you see the blue color? This is the area I'm talking about. It is pure a rectangle. It is pure a rectangle, but we don't know how much is the length. It's unknown. The length is unknown. The length is unknown. The length is from here. The length is from here until here. That's the length of the this blue color, this blue area which I'm talking about. What is the length? Now you need to do some small calculations. From here to here is 18. See that? From here all the way there is 18. Now this part is 5, and this part is 6. Can you see that? So to figure out this is that when you take 5 plus a known number, when you take 5 plus a known number plus 6, the answer should give you 18. So what is the unknown number? What is the unknown number? Can you pause this video and try to figure out that 5 plus which number here, again plus 6 will give you 18. What is that number? Okay, so that number, I think you said something for that number, but let me try to show you how do we figure out that number. So this is 5, so I'm gonna write 5 plus something I don't know, which is x, plus this part, which is 6. The answer should be, when you add the length from here to here, That will be equal to 18. So which number is missing here? So go ahead writing 5 plus 6. This will be x plus 11 equals to 18. So to figure out the missing number, it will be x equals to 18. X equals to 18 minus 11. So what is x? X will be equal to 7. So the missing number here, let me show you clear. The missing number here is 7. The missing number here is 7 centimeter. And I can try to prove to you 5 plus 7 is 12 plus 6 is 18, which is all this length there. Okay, so I figured it out correctly. Now, how about the length? The length is, sorry, how about the width? The width is this part here, from here down there, which is given, of course. When you take out this, can you see that that length, I mean, that width is 5 centimeters, and it is shown there. So what was missing is the length. Okay, so now let's try to proceed. Okay, now this will be area B. So let me write area B here. Area B. So area B equals to area B, that shape is length times width. The length is 7 centimeters times the width is 5 centimeters. This will be equal to 7 times 5 is 35 centimeters squared. Okay, now the last shape. The last shape is C. Can you see the last shape? Let me try to show the last shape. The last shape is that shape there, which is also a rectangle, of course. And how do we calculate the area of that shape? The area of this shape. This is, again, length times width, which will be 6 times 8. Okay, so go ahead writing area C. Area C will be equal to length times width, which I write 8 times 6. That will be 8 centimeters, of course, times 6 centimeters. And this will give you 48 centimeters squared. Now, is that final? After finding the area of those small other shapes, is that the final answer? The answer is no. We are not yet done. We are not yet done, because the question is to work out the area of the compound shape. And the compound shape I was talking about, is this one. This is the compound shape I'm talking about. What is the area of the compound shape you see there? What is the area of this compound shape? What is the area? The area, in order for you to get the area of this compound shape, can you see the compound shape? The yellow color is the compound shape. To get the area of this compound shape, we need now to add. You need now to take area A plus area B plus area C. When you add all of those, is when you get the area of this compound shape. Is when you get the area of this compound shape. So here you write area of that compound shape equals to area, you write area. This is the conclusion. Area of the compound shape. Area of the compound shape will be equal to area A plus area B plus area C. That will be now your final answer. So what is area A? Area A, I got 55. So go ahead writing area A is 55 centimeters square. And area B we got, this is area B. Area B we got 35 centimeters square. So go ahead writing here 35 centimeters square. And finally, area C, we got 48. Can you see area C? We got 48. 48. Okay, now take your calculator. Go ahead adding 55 plus 35 plus 48. What is the answer? So you write it here, dash centimeter square. Okay, so this is the area A. Let me try to confirm. Area A is 55. Area B, 35. Area C, 48. So add all those, use your calculator. What do you think will be the final answer? Please finish that. Don't leave it blank. Okay? Now, you can pause this video, try to copy all this. But how do we copy? A lot of students are not good in drawing. A lot of students are not good in drawing. So if you're not good in drawing, please try to practice drawing. Okay, so let me remove this. Okay, let me remove this first. And then copy the question. Complete the question, work out the area and perimeter. Perimeter not yet. I have showed you how to find area, then I will go for perimeter. But for now, I'm giving this opportunity for you to start copying. Pause the video, start copying area A, you go all the way, divide the shape. This shape is already divided for you, so you have A, B, C. So go ahead copying that diagram, and then the calculations are all here. The calculations are all here. The way I got 7, the calculations are there. Now, can I please go to the perimeter? Can I go to the perimeter? How do we find the perimeter of this shape? Okay, so pause this video, copy that, and then keep going. Pause here, copy that, and then keep going. Pause there, then copy that, and then finish that part. Okay. Now, I want to show you how do we find the area of this compound shape. The area of the compound shape is done. Sorry, I want to show you how do we find the perimeter. Are you ready for that? Stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm going to explain you how do we get the area. I mean, sorry for that. The area is done. Now it's time for the perimeter. It's time for the perimeter. If you ask to find the perimeter of this shape, what do you think you're gonna do? So I'm gonna copy this. Let me try to copy this. I'm gonna try to. Okay, let me copy it again. I'm gonna try to copy this compound shape and put it on a fresh page, so that when you are talking about the perimeter, you should not be getting confused. You should not be getting confused. Okay. Now, put it on a different page. Okay. There we go. It's too large. Okay. Yes, this is the shape we are talking about. Okay. Now, how do we find the perimeter of the shape like this? How do we find the perimeter of the shape like that? All right. So to find the perimeter of this shape, let me copy this. Let me copy this. That is going to explain you how do we get the perimeter. So stay tuned while I'm putting some stuff well organized here. That is all right, perfect. So this I'll be talking about the perimeter, okay, not the area of course. Now, how do we find the perimeter of a shape like this? How do we find the perimeter of the shape like this? By the way, let me try to shade the shape I'm talking about, because people can be getting confused. The shape which I'm talking about, whose perimeter has to be found, this is the shape. This is the shape I'm talking about. The compound shape. Okay. How do we find the perimeter of the compound shape like this? How do yes, this is the way how they give you a question. Find the perimeter of a shape like this. Okay. Now, for perimeter, do you remember the formula for perimeter? You can pause this video, try to remember the formula of the perimeter. And we discussed today the same thing about perimeter. Now, formula for perimeter. Don't forget the formula for the perimeter. We say perimeter is simply add all sides. See that? But not all sides, but not only just saying add all sides. We should add all the sides around the shape. Don't cut the shape. Don't cut across the shape. Perimeter, no cutting, no cutting. Don't cut the shape, okay? Don't start cutting the shape like this, like that. Nope, that is very wrong. We do cutting for the area. We do cutting of the shape for the area. But for the perimeter, we simply go around the shape. If I'm starting at, if I choose this to be the starting point, and then I want to go around this shape. If I'm starting from here, I'm going around the shape. I should take 5 centimeters. I should take this 5 centimeter here, add it to this, which I don't know. I don't know how much it is. Okay. And then this one here. Okay. And then this one here. Add this one here. You go around the shape. Can you see that? You go around the shape. So you go around the shape like this. Can you see that? Don't just again reach here and then you go like this. That is not a perimeter, my friend. It's doing something else. Okay. So for the perimeter, we have to go around the shape. We have to go around the shape. Okay. I hope that is clear. Now, how do we find the perimeter? You add all sides. You add all sides around the shape. Okay. Now, let me confirm if everyone have understood what perimeter means. Perimeter is add all the sides. So if I'm starting from here, go this one, I'm taking 5 centimeters. Okay. This part here, I don't know it. I don't know this part. Is how much? This I have to figure out. Okay, this one here, we already know it. This one here, we have already figured out. We figured out we got 7, if not mistaken. Because I took 5 plus 7 plus 6, it should be getting you 18. This part I don't know. How about this part? This part here. This part also I don't know. So I have 2 things to figure out. How about this part? This is 6, so this is given. How about this part? This is 8. How about this part? That is 18. How about this part? That is 11. Okay, so what I don't know is this one. Okay, I don't know that. I also don't know this one. Okay, now how do we figure out? We have to go back to the original shape. You have to go back to the original shape. What do I mean when I say original shape? I mean, I have to take out that because this is what I was using to demonstrate. What do we mean by saying around the shape? So let me start figuring out. Let me start figuring out the missing numbers. Okay, this is the shape which we have. So let me figure out. Let me start with this part from here to here. From here to here. Now from here to here will be equal to this. Can you see this? This is 5. That is 5 plus this should give you 8. Can you see that? This missing number plus 5, you see, from here down there is 8. From here, the full length from here to here is 8. Is 8. So this is already 5. So the missing number here will be 3. I think you understand what I'm saying. The missing number here will be 3 centimeters. So here is 3 centimeters. Meaning from here to here, 3 centimeters. Because 3 centimeters plus 5 centimeters, total will be 8. Okay? I hope that is clear. Now, how about from here to here? From here to here. So I need to be very careful. I need to be very careful. Can you see this? This portion here is 3. Can you see that this portion is 3? That portion, this portion is almost somewhere here. Even here to here is 3. This is 3 because this is 3. Even this is 3 from here to. Now, what is that small part there? How do I figure out that? This is 5 plus 3. What is 5 plus 3? That is, what is 5 plus 3? That is 8. So now we need to get the full length from here all the way down, which is 11. So you have 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus which number gives you 11? So also that will be 3. That will be 3. Meaning, let me try to show you. Let me try to show you what I mean. I may be confusing you. I'm sorry for that. But do you know how I figured out that? I'm repeating. Do you know how to find this? I think you said yes, because I have taken this number which is missing, plus 5. Plus 5. Why 5? Because here to here is 5. So this number which is missing, is 3. Plus 5 equals 8. Can you see that? Equals 8. How do we figure out this? How do we figure out this? Remember the whole length is 11? The whole length is 11? Do you remember that? From here down there is 11. But this part here is 5. This part here is 5. That means even here should be 6. Do you know why? 6 is from here to here. When you add this 5, you get full length. You get this full length, which is 11. I think that is clear. For those people who understand, who are very smart, they have understood what it means. If you have not understood, then you can come quickly in the staff room, then I explain you. But otherwise, let me write. Here we got 3. Here we got 3. Okay. And here we got 6. This part here is 6. Why? 6 plus 5 equals 11. And why this is 3? Because 3 plus 5 equals 8. So I guess you have understood. Now, can we now find what? Can we now find the perimeter of that shape? Okay. So the perimeter of this shape, will be this one here. Let me bring my shading here so that we can now do it. Okay. Hi. Do you remember here I got how much? Here I got 6. Because down there was 5. So 6 plus 5 is 11. Do you remember how much I got here? Here I got 3. From here to here. Do you know how much I got here? Here I got 7, if you remember. Why? 5 plus 7 plus 6 will give you 18. Now I know every single side, so I can go ahead finding the perimeter. Perimeter is add all the sides. Okay, let me start from here, and I'm finding the perimeter. So I have to go all the way until I go back to where I started. So 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 3 plus 6 plus 8 plus 18. Go back to where you started, plus 11. That is your perimeter. So perimeter, you go all the way like this. You go around the shape. You go around the shape. That is perimeter. Okay, I hope now you have understood what is perimeter. So here, go ahead writing perimeter equals to 5 centimeters, 5 centimeters plus 6 centimeters plus 7 centimeters plus 3 centimeters plus 6 centimeters plus 8 centimeters plus 18. Let me ignore the centimeters because they are taking a lot of space. Let me ignore the centimeter. Okay. Sorry, I'm starting afresh. 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 3 plus 6 plus 8 plus 18 plus 11. So how many numbers did I add? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because perimeter is just add all the sides. So how do we conclude perimeter? Add all these numbers, okay? Add all these numbers, use a calculator, but the answer will be in centimeters. Please finish that, okay? Now I have to stop here. I have to stop here, and then I want to give you a homework. I want to give you a homework, okay? But before that, please copy this and write the word perimeter, formula, perimeter, add all sides around the shape. And then this is the way how we do. So you can pause the video and then find the perimeter, add all the sides. And that is how we do that, okay? So pause the video, finish those blanks. And then I have a homework, a small homework for you. Homework number 1, after copying that perimeter, okay, homework number 1 is as follows. Homework number 1. Help me to do this question. This is done. I've taught you area, I've taught perimeter of the compound shape. Now do the same. Do the same here. Let me copy the instruction. Let me copy the instruction for your homework. Your homework is to find both. Work out the area and perimeter. Work out the area and perimeter. But the shapes are, this is the first shape. Okay. This is the first shape. Can you help me get the area? This is the instruction. Okay. Can you help me get the area of this compound shape? See that? This is your homework. Work out the area and perimeter of this compound shape. Okay. This is compound shape. This is a compound. Find the area and what? Perimeter. This is the question I'm talking about. Can you see this? Okay. I hope you said yes. So this is your homework. This is your homework. Okay. And what will be your homework again? Oh, wow. This is your homework. This also is your homework. Do that. What are you supposed to do? Area and perimeter. Okay. Area and perimeter. Okay. So do all this. Work out what? Area and perimeter of this compound shape. Do I have another figure, or are you going to get tired? Oh, wow. Look at this. 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 Can you get the no, this one here? This one here, the diagram shows this. I guess this is asking for, what is this? The diagram shows a shape from, try to look at the triangles. Okay, no, this question is incomplete. Don't do that. Perhaps, yes, this one here. This question is asking for you to find the total area of the stage. Try this question, okay? So how many questions are there is homework? Let me start counting. 1, this is your homework. 1, 2, work out the area and the perimeter. 2, 3. So the first question, this question here, you'll be finding area and perimeter. Okay. How about this question? This also you find area and perimeter. Okay. How about this? How about this? How about this one? This one here has its own instruction. So you read all this instruction. Can you see this? Read all this instruction, and then try to do that question. Okay. Otherwise, I have to stop here. Bye-bye for now, and stay safe. Bye.